High impact parents, are you tired of constantly correcting the same behavior in your children? You correct a lie today, and before you know it, another bad attitude flares up. You try fixing the attitude, and before you know it, another character that you cannot really explain. And it just seems like nothing is working, nothing seems to stick, even after you're talking, you're shouting. Calm. I'm here to give you the solution today. Welcome to Parenting for Impact. Today we'll be talking about the topic: stop fixing the behavior, start building a value system instead. This topic is a very interesting one. So most parents spend 90% of their energy trying to fix what their children is doing, the behavior, which is just a reflection, without realizing that is a fruit. So if we want better fruit, we must focus on building the character that creates it. You cannot correct a behavior that haven't been designed by a value. You cannot correct a behavior that haven't been defined by value. Most of us want our children to portray values that we haven't really named, and even worse, values that we ourselves do not exhibit. So for example, you want your daughter to dress decently, but do you dress decently? Do you model modesty? You want your children to be honest, but they still hear you tell white lies. On the phone, they still hear you tell white lies. And that is the reason why they also subconsciously tell lies, because they hear you tell lies or white lies over the phone. So as parents on the journey of impact, we must stop chasing behavior and start building a value system. Values are mirrored. If you want your children to internalize your values, then you must be the first point of impact. Are you aware of your own values? That's the question you should ask yourself. Are you aware of your own value as a parent? Do you know your value? Or are you the type that you want people to respect you, or you want to be respected, or you respect people? Is respect your value? Truly. Is honesty your value? Truly. Is contentment? So these are the questions you ask yourself. What really matters to me? So if someone asks your child today, what does your family stand for? Or what are your parents' values? Would they know? Or are they just going to talk about the things they are not allowed to do? Because most of the times, what we focus on as parents is, don't do this, this is wrong, don't do this, don't do this. But we do not really take our time to tell them what to do, which is the right thing, instead to focus on telling them about our values and what this family stand for. But we focus our time telling them the wrong not to do, but not what to do. You cannot mandate what you do not model. You want them to dress decently, check your wardrobe. You want them to be honest, check your white lies. Children are the world best recorders and the world worst interpreters. They will follow your footsteps long before they follow your advice. That is why building a value system is a very prerequisite for everyone or every parent on the journey of impact. So at this point, we'll be looking at what is a value system. What are values? Values are the internal compass that influences how we see the world, the decisions we make, and ultimately our behavior. So, for example, if your children understand that in this family we are honest people, they are going to tell the truth, not because they fear punishment, but because that is who they are. I am a honest person, so I tell the truth. If your children understand that in this family, oh, respect is our value, they are not going to struggle to respect you or respect others or their siblings, because they understand that, oh, I am a respectful person. So it gives your children a clear identity. So I'm going to be sharing with us some lists or examples of value systems that parents on the journey of impact can consider in their home. So I'll be giving a number of them, but you can also sit down to really think about what your values or what you want your values to be like. So I'll just share these few ones with us. So one of the value system that we should consider in our home is integrity. Integrity is simply doing the right thing at all times. Another value system we should consider is faith. So your children should be able to understand your belief system. What do you believe in? Do you believe in God? They should know. And you believing in God simply means that you should model it to them in such a way that they see you in prayers, they see you in studying the word, and you should do it together as a family. Another value system that you should consider is honesty. Honesty simply means speaking the truth at all times. So you model this by first always telling your children the truth. I'm going to give us a trick. I know that for us as parents, there are some scenarios where we don't really want to tell our children the exact thing the way it is. But most times when you find yourself in this kind of situation, borrow yourself these two words, might and maybe. So don't just tell them, you don't want to tell them how it is. Just say I might, maybe, if. So that you don't put yourself in a situation of, oh, you are lying. So just don't go straight to the point, but just put them on the air. Another value system that you might want to consider is excellence. Excellence simply means, oh, we give our best effort to everything we do. And it begins with you, how you model it to your children. Another value system that we might want to consider is decency. So decency simply says, oh, in this family, we carry ourselves with dignity and modesty, both in speech and in our dressing. And you be the first to model it onto them. Another value system you should consider is respect. So you respect simply means how you honor others. So you model it to your children by how you honor them, your spouse, and people around you, and they begin to follow suit. Another value system that you might want to consider is unity. Unity simply means, oh, in this family, we work together to achieve a goal, and make sure that you intentionally bring your children into performing some tasks that you guys can perform together as a family. I'm going to list the rest of values that you should consider in your home: courage, resilience, generosity, contentment, and there are so many, and you can just add them to the list as many as you want. Now we have our values, or the values you want to consider in your home. The next step is to begin to internalize this value. And how to do this is, first you need to hold a family meeting. So you hold a family meeting where your children, your spouse, everybody will be part of it. And let them, everyone should come together to decide what they want the family value system to be like. So allow your children to be part of it, because when they are part of it, they are likely to follow it, because it's not like you are giving an order to them. This is it. You're not training to them, but they are part of it. Let them say, okay, what do you want our family to be like? Should we be honest? Should we be generous? Should we? So everyone should contribute to it. And the next thing is for you to bring everybody's contribution and cement it together, restructure it. Then the Bible says that we should make it plain, write it out. Not just don't You might not just stop at writing it down for everybody to see. You could go forward to printing it and putting it in your house where everyone can see it. So just in case anyone trespass, you can easily point them back and say this is not part of our values. Or if you are the one, your children can also point you back. Oh, mom, you said decency is our value. I don't think you should wear this dress. Once you have your value, you set your family goals. So goals are simply values in motion. So for example, you have faith as part of your family values. The How your goals will be like is, okay, right now we want to build a family altar, and on a daily basis we'll have our prayers together and our study of the word together. So that is what your goal will look like. So depending on the value you'll be setting for your family, have also a family goal that can help you to achieve that particular value. Intentional parenting is about being present and conscious. Remember, your children will follow your footsteps long before they follow your advice. I'll leave us with this saying: your values are the silent language of your home. If you don't speak them clearly, the world will teach your children a language you do not recognize. So I want you to go now and build a value system. But just in case your children are not of age to be able to talk and contribute, you and your spouse can do it alone and frame it. And as they grow up, they begin to see that And the most important thing you should be doing is that you should not just be lecturing them, oh, this is the value. You should start internalizing it by modeling it to them constantly. Stop fixing the behavior and start building a value system. Don't forget, I want to also hear your own value system, as many as you want to be part of your family value system. I want to hear them in the comment section. I want to hear your own suggestion about different values you want to imbibe in your home. Please write it in the comment section and let's start parenting for impact together. See you in my next video.